Hello everyone, my name's Nick and we're looking at a game on the ZX Spectrum 48K. Yes, it's Tranz Am by Ultimate Play the Game in 1983. Always nice to play an Ultimate Play the Game title, but I don't think we've got too many left. There's a few oddballs here and there, but we've covered all the main ones. This is a single player game which is set in a post-apocalyptic version of the USA in which you're a racing driver and you are on a quest for some reason to obtain the 8 Great Cups of Ultimate, hooray, which are scattered throughout the country. And the year is 3472 if you want to jot that down. Now you control a racing car, and on the left there you'll see a little map which is United States. It's that black bit with all the white dots in it. Underneath is a radar, which is the white bit, so that tells you if you're near anything, which will become apparent. So here's our car, and then the cup next to it is the amount of cups we've collected. So we're going along. There's some fuel there, boom. Now you'll see our fuel gauge and a temperature gauge as well. If the temperature gauge gets too hot, the car will explode. If we run out of fuel, that's the end of the go. And if we bump into any cars, it's the end of the go. So it's a bit like Mad Max sort of. Now your computer magazine said the playing area was 600 times that of a screen. Well, that's good, isn't it? So it's a huge area, and if you wander outside the screen or try to, you will just bounce back into play. So in essence, United States is just a big rectangle. Well, in the year 3472 it is anyway. You're in the day and in the night. Now my fuel gauge is there in the middle, but I've just died. The fuel gauge is in the middle there, represented by that red then blue light. Speedometer, sometimes you have to slow down if you're overheating. So there's a trophy there, so that's 2. So 2 cups collected. Hooray! So we're doing not too bad here. But quite a curious game, this one. It was very popular back at the time, early 80s, 1983. It's one of the early Ultimate games. I'm not quite sure what happens when you collect all 8 cups. Or get out of the way, you. I'm not quite sure what happens when you collect all 8 cups. Probably it starts from the start again, or maybe you get some magnificent game over sequence. But it's a really nice idea, this one. I don't know if it was influenced by Mad Max or in Night there. I think it was in Las Vegas for a moment. But those computer driven cars are a bit annoying if they crash into you. If you crash into any of the obstacles, i.e. trees, bushes and signposts and rocks, you're dead straight away. My lives is represented in the bottom left, those white cars on the red background. I think you get 3 lives and then it's game over. But oh dear, I quite like this one, although it's a bit unforgiving if cars bash into you. That's what happens in the year 3472. Fuel's in well, very short supply if you had seen the Mad Max films. By driving over purple petrol pumps, which I did a bit earlier, you can top up your fuel to maximum. So I think you've got the idea of the game now, haven't you, really? Don't die, collect 8 cups, don't run out of fuel, don't explode. So let's have a good old go at this. What's that up there? There we go. Now you see on the white square there I mentioned, the radar, so there's 2 things moving towards me and they're probably cars. There they are. If you see a dot that isn't moving, then it probably is a cup. Oops, I just hit a boundary there, so bash straight into play. There we go. So I'm at the corner of the map and I crashed into a green car. Game over. Well, I didn't do too badly there. 3 cups out of 8. That isn't bad for a first go, and that's better than I normally do. So we'll have another go, maybe. See how long we last. Graphics good, sound as expected. It's a classic 48K game. Did you have this one? It's one you might not be aware of in the Ultimate games as we enter Kansas City. I can't seem to pick up this fuel. There we go. Aim, fire. Now sometimes when the car overheats, typically from going to top speed, which I'm not very good at without crashing into obstacles, but if the car should look like to overheat, sometimes you have to slow right down or even stop. There's a petrol pump there. Oh, damn. I was so intent on that thing coming towards me that I crashed into the scenery. I like the way they've got dots on the map, so it makes it look like, well, the player makes it look like you're actually moving, and it makes quite well for a 48K one. What do these cups do? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they give you ultimate power or stop this apocalyptic, I should have written down that word. No, I'll give up. World. It's after a nuclear war anyway. The only thing that survived are bushes and racing cars. and a few pylons and a few rocks. That's it. The whole rest of the country is a desert. I don't know what's going on in the UK when this is going on, but there's a lot of car crashes here. And this is our last life, so this go isn't as good as last time. You'll see my score at the moment is 560 and I'm dead. Nowhere near my high score set last time. Well, I can't leave it there. That last go was pathetic. Let's have one more go at it, shall we? Yes, says everyone. Well, the voices in my head say yes. So let's floor it. I'm in a red car, so it must be a Ferrari. Keep an eye on that white map to see if anyone's coming towards you. But good fun, this one. No, believe me, it is good fun. You need to play it, really. The first time I played this, I didn't have any instructions. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, which wasn't fun. But as soon as you know the sort of story that goes with it and what you need to do and to avoid, then it does get quite addictive, I can tell thee. Also, trying to give these computer cars the slip is quite good fun as well. Right, okay. Where is he? There's two of them on the map there. I sense doom. So we cut between a couple of trees, that might fool them. So you can use the obstacles to your advantage here, but so easy to die in a fireball of death. Whoa! How can we lose these guys? Engine sounds using the classic Spectrum blipper. Or blitter, if you want to call it. Oh, I lost it. Oh, now they're calling the map. Now I've run out of area here. It is random how quickly the opponent cars go. That blue one's going very slow. The black one is a problem. Damn. And that's how a crash sounds. Boob. Right. So apparently there's a cup in each key city. So if you know your geography of the United States, you could probably go to each one. There's Kansas City, Las Vegas. Now we're in Denver now, as we try and pick up some fuel. Damn. Night driver. Okay, here we go. So this is a nice touch. I didn't need to do this, but did it. So it makes it look like you're on a different terrain when really it's the same one at night. Those trees are jumping around a bit. Come on, Tranz Am man. Does it look like a Tranz Am car? I'm not sure. Let's just go slow here. Looks like we're driving through space. Hopefully there's no black coloured cars, because they might be a bit tricky to see here. One cup collected. Oh! Now I'm not very good when I've got two cars on me, but I might have given one of them the slip. What would have been good in this game if there was an option to actually fire a gun at the front? That would have been interesting. I don't think this game has a sequel, but I may be wrong. A sequel with a gun on the front would be most welcome. And I crash into a rock or an upturned turtle. Right, so our last life. Just keep thinking. So you certainly learn about reactions here. If not about engine sounds. So we're doing better than last time. Oh, that was close. There's a lot of kamikaze cars about here in this apocalyptic world. See, I said it that time. Apocalyptic. Oh, game over. Damn. Well, it's been a teaching of how to say certain words anyway. Yeah, good that game. I don't think we'll have another go. I think you've seen enough how it works. Graphically it's okay, sound is okay for the era. And overall, I think it's a pretty good game, so I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Tranz Am on the ZX Spectrum 48K, published by Ultimate Play the Game in 1983. Thanks for watching as always, and till next time, take care and goodbye.
Goodbye.